So back to school.
Yuck.
Oof. I mean, in a way, it's always nice to get back
Mhm.
to school, to get back on the routine,
Yes.
to have like a structure.
Mhm.
Your children are up till midnight, or is that just mine during the summer?
Oh god, we have absolutely no structure. Like, it's a
Right.
free for all, and so I always, well, I was gonna say the week before I try to get back into bedtime routines,
Yeah.
but let's be real, at least this year, it was, 2 days before. I'm like, "Okay, we have a bedtime tonight," and we
Uh-huh.
didn't have a bedtime. It's so hard to get back into the
I
routine.
know. Well, and also like the school year, it always feels like there's stuff going on all the time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, summer you're busy because but that's like fun stuff. Whereas like school time,
Right. Right.
maybe it's not stuff that us as parents really want to
Mhm.
go to.
Right.
Like book fairs, ice cream
Ugh.
socials,
Ugh.
like
I don't wanna socialize.
no, never. Don't ever invite me to socialize.
Ugh, and I do. I always look forward to it because we do thrive in structure.
Hmm.
People in general thrive in structure.
Yeah.
However, our brains hate transitions.
Yeah.
So transitioning from the free for all summer,
Right.
which
Carefree,
I look forward to that at the end of the school
wake
year.
up whenever you want,
Mhm.
stay in your jammies till noon, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's busy in the summer, but it's usually not like stuff you're required to do.
Right.
Right, but
Yeah.
during the
It's
school
your
year, it's like, I
choice.
have to get my kids to practice. I have to get here
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock. I have to it's not so structured in the summer.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of, I read about first day jitters.
Yeah.
And not only for kids, but for parents too.
Mhm.
Right. And well, this year has been different for me as
Yes.
far as school goes, right?
Yes.
Because this year is the first year that we are homeschooling my son. So that, you know, the week before school started, I felt like I could tell myself or I could feel myself getting anxious.
Well, this is new for you.
Yes,
And we
new. And also, I think just like the old anxiety of starting
absolutely.
school.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
It's traumatic.
It it's really
I have
traumatic.
morning PTSD.
Oh my god, like, just the thought of, like, waking your child up.
Don't want to.
And, like, my son, we went to the Mackinac Bridge walk the other day.
Yeah.
We had to get up at 5 a.m. He, like, popped out of bed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because he was so excited about it. If that was for school, even at 7 o'clock that I used to wake him up, every single day was a fight to
Yeah.
get out of bed.
And it takes and my kids are older, I have a
Yeah,
10-year-old and a 13-year-old, and I'm like, "Hey, bud, time to get up. Hey, bud, it's 10 after. Hey, bud," it's like
right,
6 times.
right.
And I'm alone in the morning. My husband's
Uh-huh.
already at work. I'm trying to get myself ready. It is so
And
stressful.
you're doing it for 2 kids.
It's so stressful.
I was only doing it for 1, and literally by the time we would get out the door, I was sweating. I was, like, panicked, my heart was racing.
Somebody's crying, and it's probably me. Or all 3 of us.
Somebody's hearing me cry.
It's a fucking miserable
It's
mornings.
a real shit show. So I'm thankful about that
Mhm.
because now our mornings are so easy. Like,
Yeah.
that has taken a lot of stress away from our
Yes.
lives. Like, just the not having to get up at a certain time and just kind of, like, going at your own
Yes.
pace, not being rushed on someone else's schedule.
I'm like, "Should I start homeschooling?" But I'm not smart enough. My
Well,
kids
I'm not either.
my kids would be real dumb.
I mean, I am like, I always tell my husband, I'm like, I don't know anything.
Mhm.
I mean, I kind of know therapy, but
You do. You're very good at what you do.
and I know a lot of true crime. That's about it.
Mm.
That's all I have in this mind. So, yeah, so first day jitters for the kids, for the
Yeah.
parents, just kind of getting back into the transitions, new teachers,
Mhm.
different expectations from
Right.
teachers. The older kids get,
Yes.
the less kind of playtime, the more
Exactly. Yeah, that's
desk.
not so fun.
Nope.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really isn't.
So, speaking of first day, I'll tell a little story about my youngest. I can't remember. God. Ooh, it was the year after they stayed home for COVID, and he was little. I wish I could remember what grade.
Was it like first or second?
First or second
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, school in general is still new to him,
Mhm.
and he has had a lot. This I think this is the first year he's in fifth grade this year, and this is the first year.
So old.
I know.
How is he a fifth grader?
This is he was like the night before school, he was like, "Mom, I always cry on the first day of school." I'm like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay this year." And this is the first year he didn't cry. And I blame that fucking first grade teacher.
Oh,
So again,
that was fucked up though.
I I will punch her in the throat if I see her in the street.
Uh-huh. I would. Absolutely. I mean, well deserved.
So first day of school, super anxious. Like he stayed home the year before, so he doesn't. School is so new to him. So anxious.
Yeah, COVID
My
really threw a wrench into
everything,
kids.
everything, and
Yeah.
I wonder about those kids that
Yeah,
had like,
totally.
how's that gonna show up later?
Hmm.
So after school, he comes home. He was super anxious in the morning. I did my best to reassure him, blah blah blah. Your teacher's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. I lied because she isn't.
She's
He
the worst.
comes home and in his backpack is a plastic bag, like a shopping bag with underpants, soiled underpants. Now, my child had been potty trained for like, has
For
never even wet
years.
the bed. Like, he potty trained very easily. He
Right.
had been potty trained probably 2 years
Yeah.
before he started the school year. And not a phone call, not a text message, nothing. Just his backpack with his poopy underwear and a
Oh,
note that said, kids are supposed to be potty trained to be
ew!
able
I
to go to school.
forgot about that part.
And I'm like, I mean, the fucking mom rage. Like, I wanted to find her address and seek her out, like, right now.
How sad for what, a 6-year-old or 7-year-old?
Kid. And then the
That's
next day,
gross. Real
she
gross.
had them, like, do a little, like, how I felt on my first day of school, and the sad face that he drew was, like, so heartbreaking. So I am a little passive aggressive, and I replied to her note and basically said, "I am really sorry that you had a hard first day of school," and explained, "My child has been potty trained. He was super anxious.
Yes.
So I'm sorry you had a hard first
Right,
day,
right.
and I hope tomorrow's better for you."
And like this person is teaching children.
Bitch.
That's gross.
Okay,
You should
you
not be with kids if you cannot have any grace or compassion with a child.
rude.
Very rude. Yep.
I wish her well.
Do you? I don't. Not
You
after that.
Last week,
Nope.
you told me that we need to try to think about maybe something else was going on in her life that had nothing to do with blah blah blah. No, I
Not
hate
with
her.
this.
I hate her.
Not with this. Like,
She hurt my baby.
and that's the one thing. Like, if you fuck with my child,
Don't.
I'm gonna fuck you.
I'll fight a child. I don't care. I won't really
With
fight a child.
words. With words.
No, I won't do
So
that.
like, don't fuck up our children.
Mhm,
And like
mhm.
that is a core memory. I mean, I hope it isn't for him,
It
but
is. It is
how devastating.
fucked up. So probably why he struggled with the first day of school since then.
Yeah.
But this year was better. So
Oh, I'm so glad.
dummy.
I was thinking about going to school when we decided to do this episode, like what it was like as a kid. And in elementary school, I loved going to school.
Me too.
And I don't know if it was because I wanted to be a teacher when I was
I
like
did
that,
too.
when I was that
Yeah.
little. Like I looked up to my teachers, right?
Yes.
I loved all of my teachers so much.
Hmm.
But the, the only thing I can think of in elementary school is the bus rides.
Oh god. The bus is a bad place.
The bus ride. That is a jungle.
My kids were introduced to porn on the bus.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And
But
then
I'm not surprised.
they quit riding the school bus from that day forward.
Right. Like
Fucked
the school bus rides were crazy.
up. Mhm.
So I was thinking, and I swear I was in kindergarten my parents would probably be like, "We don't remember this." Or 1st grade, maybe. And my sister, she was like a 2nd or 3rd grader probably at the time. So anyways, I just remember being on the bus and our bus driver playing the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. And
Times have changed.
every kid knew every word to the
That's
soundtrack. Like, so
hilarious.
hear me, a kindergartner, singing Hungry Eyes on the whole bus ride. Like, that's,
Aw,
aw,
I wanna go back to that.
aw. Like, that's real messed up.
I like it a lot.
And, like, by that point in my life, I had seen Dirty Dancing, not because of my parents, because of my cousin who babysat us. That was her favorite movie. So I knew every word, every song, like, as a 6-year-old.
That made you popular, I bet.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And then another time, this is so horrible. Like, I'm ashamed of this. But we had a bus driver. God love her. Her name was Mrs. Codd. You know what I'm gonna say.
Aw.
And again, my sister was riding the bus at the same time. So again, I was probably kindergarten through 2nd grade. And our bus driver looked exactly like Willow, the Willow from the movie Willow. And the older boys on the bus would start this chant, Willow,
Oh,
Willow.
no.
I know, this is really gross. So we were all chanting with like stomping our feet, clapping our hands. People were hitting the window
Aw.
while she was driving. That's messed up. Like, and Mrs. Cott, if you're listening, I owe you therapy, and I'm sorry. But funny story, like 15 years ago, it was when my husband and I were dating. We went to the movies and we saw Willow at the movie theater. And I'm like,
Mrs. Codd?
yes, Mrs. Scott. And I'm like, I need to go up to her and like apologize. Like, I felt horrible. I was all tearful. I'm like, I'm gonna go and say, like, I'm so sorry. And my husband's like, you're a kook. Do not like
Aw.
let it be.
I
And
would
she
have.
looked happy though.
All right, she's all right.
So
Aw,
maybe
does
she
she still
embraced that nickname.
did she still look like Willow?
Yes,
Aw,
she still does.
that's unfortunate.
But it's a good movie.
My bus driver was a woman, and she had a mullet, and I really liked her very much.
Aw,
But once my
I would
cousin
like a bus trip. I love it.
my cousin and I were on the same bus. We were neighbors, and she had a shirt on that had a picture of somebody with a mullet, and then like the circle with the X through it, like no mullets. And she
No
like forgot
mullets allowed.
that the bus driver had a mullet, and she was like trying to cover herself up. I forgot her name.
So, so the bus is a whole nother
Yeah, we got
jungle at back to school.
relatively off track, but that was fun.
So school being emotionally heavy for kids, right? It can
It
be.
is. Yeah. Especially the first day,
Yeah.
right?
First day, first
Returning.
week. Yep. New kids in your class, possibly.
Mhm.
New, like,
Mhm.
social groups.
Mhm.
Even for teenagers. I mean, I
Right.
think, like,
Ugh, the pressure, especially with social media. I am so glad
social media, yeah.
that I am not growing up today.
Oh, I know.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Thank God that wasn't around.
And the pressure to, I mean, because we had it, I shopped at Goodwill when we were growing up,
Yeah.
and I was so embarrassed. I didn't want
Yeah.
anyone to see me there. But add social media and trying to keep up with these again, these perfect the perception of
Yeah.
perfection, which isn't real,
Right.
rough stuff.
And just like how friendships change as you get older,
Mhm.
right? Like you might not still be friends with who was your best friend in 5th
Mhm.
grade, right? By the time you get to high school or middle school even.
Yes, and that makes me think of an entire different episode we need to have about especially like middle school age and friendships, but that's for
Yeah.
another day.
Oh, that's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think so we have to have grace with ourselves again
Yeah.
because like we said at the start of this, transitions are hard for people.
Hmm.
And as much as we crave routine and structure, transitioning from the free for all of summer to the structure of school,
Mhm.
there is a reason that we struggle with that. And it's not because we are flawed, it's because it's the way our brains are set up.
Yeah.
Our brains don't like transition because,
No,
first of all,
any kind of change.
yeah, any kind. Like literally getting up from the couch to go do dishes. Our brain kind of like it's low level resistance because your brain treats it an unknown, right? There's potential danger, and that comes from
Mhm.
caveman days.
Yep.
Our brains still have that, like,
Wiring. Yeah.
yeah,
Those instincts.
yes. And with every transition, there's an energy cost.
Yeah.
When you shift tasks, environments, roles, your brain has to reorient and it takes mental energy, and your brain naturally resists burning more fuel because we still have that survival instinct. So we try
Right.
to avoid expending energy we don't need to.
And we want to be safe, right? Our brain is
Exactly.
like
Right.
telling
This is
us you need to be safe.
and it's new, so you have to
Could
be
be dangerous.
alert, right?
Exactly. Yeah, which is exhausting.
Mhm.
That's super exhausting.
Yeah.
And I think for kids, it's important to know. I mean, when they're stressed, it doesn't always look like stress,
Mhm.
right? It could
Mhm.
look like anger,
Yes.
irritability,
Yes.
avoidance, right? I mean,
Yeah.
changes in behavior, sleeping more, eating more, or the opposite.
Yeah.
So, kind of recognizing that what stress might look like for your child.
Yes, and reframing it from behavior problems
Yeah.
to transition problems, right? Like
Yes.
they're struggling with transition. They're not like like if you are seeing new behaviors in your child, this is coming from these
Somewhere.
right,
Yeah, definitely.
right. So I think for me this year, the most important thing that I did was to kind of let go of expectations and
Yeah.
lower
Yeah.
expectations.
Yep.
I shared with you, I mean, I didn't even go school clothes shopping this year, which was a challenge for me because it's something I looked forward to as a kid.
Yeah,
It's not that
transition.
important to my boys, but
Right.
even school supplies, like I got them the day before, and normally I would have been freaking the fuck out. But I was like, school is going to start whether they have 20 boxes of pencils or not,
Yeah. Right.
and they're going to be fine.
Right.
So I
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
let it go.
Lowering the bar.
Let it
Right.
go. You
And
talked about the good enough rule. They are
yes.
dressed and they are
Yes.
clean,
And they have a pencil.
and they had a granola bar for breakfast.
Yep.
It's good enough.
They're good to go.
It's good enough.
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
And just normalizing the stress of it can be helpful. We are all going through this.
Mhm.
And if I rear end you in the drop off line,
Oh God.
it's because you fucking parked in the drop off line
Oh,
when it's the
drop
drop off line.
lines. They're the worst.
Somebody solve this problem,
Right.
please.
Those are the worst.
The rage that I
Uh-huh.
have in that drop off line.
I forgot about that. The
I
rage.
need to homeschool. Oh no.
We can start a homeschool group here. Anyone else want to jump on board? But also, like you said, you took away expectations this year.
Mhm, mhm.
And just telling yourself, like, to stop trying to be the perfect parent, right?
It doesn't exist.
There's no perfect parent.
We are not Pinterest moms as hard as
No,
we try.
our parents weren't perfect. We're not perfect. Our
Our kids
children won't be
right.
perfect as
I
we
mean, not being raised by me,
right?
they
Yes, they will. So taking that pressure off too,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
stop trying to keep up with the Jones, right?
Mhm.
The
Hey,
Joneses.
Lisa.
I I do want to keep up with that.
I
Jones
know,
family, 'cause
they're
they're
great.
amazing.
Something that can be helpful, and it's what, like, day 1, 2, 4? I think it's day 4 for my kids, and yesterday, I think, probably was one of the rougher days.
Oh no.
Um,
Maybe after the long weekend.
right, and I think we've been doing pretty good, probably because I am less stressed,
Yeah.
because I am modeling
Yeah. Yes.
that,
That's
right?
important. Modeling good behavior for your kids.
Right. So when we had this rough morning, I was like, I should start this thing that I'm going to talk about on the podcast. Some kind of small grounding routine for kids and parents in the morning. Because again, we hate transitions. And if you have kind of like a buffer zone that helps you transition from one activity to another,
Mhm.
the same routine every morning, whether it's like some kind of, this sounds goofy, but like a morning affirmation, a certain
Yeah.
song that you listen to in the car,
Yes.
or just like, let's take a deep breath and like, my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law always says, make it a great day. And I'm like, "Ugh." And I'm like,
Nope,
but
not gonna make it a great
she's
day.
right.
I
Like
know,
you,
I know. You have the
you do.
choice
You do.
of
And
how your day is gonna be.
yeah. Yeah. And when it starts rough, it's really hard to recover.
Mhm.
But
But you can
kids,
turn it around.
you can. And
Yeah,
kids learn from seeing us recover
yeah,
and move on, not from pretending to be perfect, which
right.
my kids have never seen that. So they have learned so much, right? About recovery.
Well, and I like the music thing. I used to do
Mm-hmm.
that with my son. I'd be like, "Okay, what songs do you wanna hear?" And, at the
Mm-hmm.
time, he was really loving, the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Aw.
So he'd always wanna listen to, Hey Macarena. Hey Macarena.
Yeah.
So we would be doing it, like, in the
Aw.
car as we were
That's
driving,
good.
like, just cheerful,
Yes.
right music.
Starting right. Starting the day off
Yep,
right.
and
Even if you were crying before you got in the car.
yeah,
Like, we're gonna have fun with the
yeah,
Macarena.
damn it, like, put the
Put a
Macarena.
smile on your damn face.
Um,
Ugh.
and also we would do like, I'd be like, "Well, bud, what are you grateful for today?" I'd
Yeah.
always ask him in the car.
Yes.
And, at first it was kinda hard for him to come up with ideas, but then he'd be like, "God painted such a beautiful sky
Oh,
this
I love
morning." I
that.
know! So, like,
Sweet.
just kinda changing that,
Yeah.
even our kids' mindsets in the morning,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about morning, but lowering the bar in general. Like if
Yeah,
dinner is cereal, because I've got two kids in football now,
yeah.
and they've got practice until 7:30 at night. And it's actually been wonderful for me because when I get home, nobody's there because my husband coaches. So
You get
I get
peace and
home to a quiet
quiet,
house and I can make
calm.
dinner, but it's not always that way, right? Like a lot of crock pot meals, a lot of
Yeah, kinda
fast
coming and
food,
going.
and radical
Yeah,
exceptions.
yep. And that's important because not only mornings, but evenings,
Mhm.
you should have a good routine,
Yeah.
right? A calm,
Yes.
predictable,
Yes.
same kind of thing
Yes.
happening.
Kids crave structure too.
Yeah.
They might not act like it, but they do. Our brains really need the predictability.
Mhm. And remembering that we are our kids' safe place, right?
Yes.
So,
That's tough.
I know, because they are at school all day,
Yeah.
right?
And they have to be on their best
They have to
behavior.
keep it all together all day. They're holding all these emotions because they have
Mhm.
to, right?
Mhm.
When they come home, you are the person that's gonna, and again, Q-tip, quit taking it personally.
Yes.
It may have
Yes.
nothing to do with you.
Mhm. And that really does help me when my kids are rotten at home. I'm
Yeah.
like, everyone who knows them in the community is like, oh, your kids are so great. They're so polite. They're so wonderful. Unfortunately, they're supposed to be their worst selves at home.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
when
Yeah.
they're acting a fool, I'm like, okay, this is because you're their safe person.
Right. Right. They can be vulnerable with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Communication, communication with your children,
hmm
asking them how their day was,
Yeah.
whether it's at like the dinner table or
Yes.
like my son and I, we call it pillow talk and we talk about our days.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because he'll be like, "Mom, well, how were your clients today?" And I'm
Aw,
like, "They were good."
so sweet.
Like, and we just have this conversation, like, "What happened today? Like, how did you feel? Like, how did that make you feel? What can we learn from this?
Yes.
What can we do better tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Because tomorrow is always a new day.
And something that I really struggle with because when my kids are, why can't I think of the word? When my kids are dysregulated, I'm dysregulated. And if I'm dysregulated, I cannot help them regulate.
Yeah.
So taking 30 seconds before responding when stress hits.
Right.
And I really like this. connect before correct.
Yeah.
Right? Empathy first. Again, we have to view these as transition problems, not behavior problems.
Yes.
So, empathy first, instruction
Yes.
second.
And I think too, because I've read that before as well, and I love that. Connect before correct.
Yeah.
At school as well. Like, if the mindset could be that way at school with teachers,
Mhm.
how they handle kids, right? It could change so much.
Yeah, Ben's first grade teacher.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
I don't
put
like her.
poop
I
my
don't even know who
underpants.
she is. I don't like her at all.
I'll never forget.
Mm-mm. And he won't either, unfortunately.
Poor baby.
Um, yeah, self-care,
Mhm.
self-check-in.
Mhm.
How am I doing right now, right?
Yes. One of my clients shared with me, and I mean, it makes complete sense. Like us, like for you and I, when we've been talking to people all day, we've been carrying these
Mm,
other people's stress and
mm,
trauma, and it's a lot. It's heavy. And one of my clients shared that things are often chaotic when they get home from work. Their kids are excited to share with them, and it's
yes.
wonderful stuff.
Yes.
And it's overstimulating. Like
Absolutely.
I am such an irritable bitch when I'm overstimulated.
Me
And so
too.
I am not responding.
No,
Like they wanna like, oh, guess what happened at school? And I really do want to know. But in that moment when I first get home, I'm like, holy shit, I have been talking to people all day and I just need a
and
fucking
listening.
minute.
Right.
So this client shared I take the long way home. I take the half-hour drive and I can decompress. I can
Yeah.
listen to Shrinks on the Break
Yep.
on my way home
Yep.
or, whatever. So you can decompress and have that time to yourself to
Yep.
kind of get ready. And that's again, I talked about kind of that buffer zone with transitions, giving yourself if you have the time, even 5 minutes though,
Hmm.
just a quick breathing exercise, a quick
Yeah. Reset.
like,
Yep.
yes, you have to reset so you can get ready to walk into the chaos.
Yeah.
And what
Knowing.
a world of difference
Yeah.
that can make.
Yeah. Knowing what you're going to walk into, right? And again, it's exciting stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
The TV might be on, the kids are talking, kids are playing. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's overwhelming.
yeah, for sure. Having a plan for that.
I wanted to talk just a little bit, especially about like littles, and when this is very brand new to them and the fear, it does, hopefully get better as they age because they know a little bit more what to expect. But, those first couple of years that are so hard, a couple of books that were really helpful for my kids. I think it's called The Kissing Hand. Have you ever it's like raccoons, I think, and like one of like the baby raccoon has to go to school or something.
Is that where, like, the parent does their handprint and the kid does their handprint?
I'm not sure. No, I brought it up and now I can't even remember.
Okay. And it's like when you miss me, like, so you
Yes.
swap
Yes,
hands,
yes.
right? So when you miss me, you can come and hold
There
my
might even
hand.
there might even be, like, a little something. Like, my youngest is, like, super anxious. In fact, I got real pissed off at him at his, like, Christmas program because he was acting a fool up there, and it was anxiety. He's not a
Yes.
behavioral kid, he was super anxious, and so we
Right.
worked on, how what can we do to ground you?
Yeah.
And so he took like a little, I can't remember what it was, but like a little token from home that he kept in his pocket. And when he was feeling anxious, he could reach in his pocket and feel that. And then he found me in the audience and it made a big difference.
Yeah. And it grounded 'em.
Another book is The Invisible String. That's another one that my kids, I mean,
Yeah,
my
that's a
son
good
is
one.
10 and he'll still be like, Mama, did you feel I tugged on your string today?
Oh,
So the concept of the book is that we all have, even like our loved ones in heaven, we have a string attached
yeah.
to our hearts, and if you
I
give it a
love
little
that
tug,
so
you can.
much.
So those kinds of just
Yeah,
helpful little
right.
strategies that you can use. You got anything else?
I just have a couple of final takeaways from this. You don't have to have all the answers, right?
Yeah.
As a parent, I feel like
Yes.
we think that we need to know everything. We need to be on top of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't be. And that's okay. So recognizing that, and if you do need extra support, reaching out to a therapist, reaching out to the school social worker, reaching out,
Mhm.
friends, family, anyone that can
Yeah,
maybe
just
help with.
other
Yeah.
parents. Because again,
Yep.
we try so hard to have this. imposter syndrome, like you want to be the best parent, so
Yeah.
I don't want people to know I'm struggling.
Right.
Sister, brother,
We're all,
we're all
fucking
struggling.
Yeah.
So
We're all a
talk
mess.
about it. I mean, I've said this in multiple episodes. Just talk about it.
Yeah.
Talking
Right.
about it can make it less heavy.
Communicating. Right? And
Mhm.
even with this, like as scared as we were to do this, we've
Yeah.
gotten such great
Mhm.
feedback and people being like, you know what? I can relate to your
Mhm.
episodes because that's me. So there are more of us out there that don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck we're doing.
We are
Right?
not alone.
Exactly. Yep.
Whew.
And just being present and connected with your child. I mean, it's so powerful.
Mhm.
Giving them the opportunity to be themselves,
Yeah.
giving them a hug, right? Asking them about their day, asking them about
Yeah, let
what's
them
going
know
on in their
you're
life.
interested.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot for them too to hold
Mhm.
on to these emotions,
Mhm.
right? And they may not know what to do with them.
Right. And when we have vulnerability, emotions run high, and that's when we see behaviors in adults too, right?
Mhm.
If you've got all these vulnerabilities, you're more likely to be dysregulated.
Right.
So use all the coping strategies that we're teaching you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And reminding yourself you're doing the best you can do, right?
Mhm.
Most parents are doing the best that they can do.
I do. So, yes, people are doing the best they can with what they have at the time they're doing it. But I
Mhm.
also like you're doing the best you can and you can do better.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yep.
both, right?
Yep.
We're doing the best we can in this moment with what we have. And
Yeah.
then you listen to Shrinks on the Brink and learn tools that you can use
Take
to
a
do
step
better.
forward.
Yes.
And then you are
So we
the
are
perfect parent.
making the world a better place one podcast episode at a time.
Uh-huh. You're welcome.
Nice job. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about next week,
Nope.
but it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. It'll be another surprise for you guys.
If you have anything you would like us to discuss, please give us a shout. You can reach us at our email, shrinksonthebrinkpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at Shrinks on the Brink Podcast.
We're all over the place.
We're everywhere.
Worldwide.
You can't get away from us.
Not today.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.